How are you doing, Cali Crowd? It's Andrew Alinda back with another lsit progression video. Today I'll be walking through what I've learned about how not to train an lsit. Okay guys, jumping straight into it today. If you have ever trained in any athletic capacity, you have probably experienced the trap that I'm going to walk through today. With calisthenics especially, it can become so easy to just really see a technique that you want to learn and just become so laser focused on learning that technique that you forget about everything else. And how people typically try to learn techniques is that they try and attempt to redo that technique again and again and again. And while repetition is extremely important for mastering any sort of movement, isolated repetitiveness and dogmatically training the same movement patterns will only lead to injury or dysfunction. In order to get to my goal of learning how to lsit, you've seen me training exercises that strengthen the shoulder dominant component with exercises like the seated dip, and you've also seen me strengthen the hip dominant part of the movement with various leg raises. But training in only those movement patterns would lead to further issues down the line. And then of course we get to things like plateaus, and as calisthenics athletes, how do we deal with plateaus typically? We double down and we try to do those exercises again and again and again, but we go even harder because we really want to try and master this technique, which obviously is just compounding the problem. Most people agree that if you smashed out loads and loads of bicep exercises but never trained your triceps or your shoulders or your forearms, you would probably get injured, or at least you'd be sporting some sort of imbalance. Well, the same can be said for training the lsit. To remedy training the same movement patterns again and again and again, we can start by taking a look at what happens when we reverse those movement patterns, making sure that we understand the muscles involved with influencing those movement patterns, and then ensuring that we're developing those muscles as well. So if we take a look, for example, at the upper body during an lsit, your shoulder blades, aka your scapula, has to squeeze while you push down or depress. Basically, you're keeping your shoulders away from your ears when your body weight is doing everything it can to push them up. The opposite of scapular depression is scapular elevation, which can be strengthened by using shrugs. The fact that I found shrugs so difficult the first time I did them went to show how underdeveloped those muscles were. Next, if we think about the lower body during an lsit, we're basically posteriorly tilting the pelvis and lifting the legs. The muscles that actually fire up here include the quads, hip flexors, your rectus abdominis, and your glutes. A great exercise for training the antagonists to this movement is the back extension. This will really work on strengthening your hamstrings and lower back. Just make sure that you don't actually hyperextend, as this can lead to serious issues with the lower back. So how's training with a rounded approach helped my lsit so far? As you can see, I've managed to slightly increase the gap between my bum and the floor compared to last time, but I'm still really struggling with keeping those legs straight. I'll definitely be working on that in the coming days, so if you want a sneak peek on what I'm doing to try and straighten those legs out, be sure to head over to my Instagram where I post regular updates on what I'm doing to achieve my lsit goal. If you want to become part of this helpful and motivating community that we're really trying to build here, be sure to smash that subscribe button, hit like, as it really helps us out. Make sure you ring the bell as well. Guys, I'll be back next week with another update. Until then guys, keep pushing towards your goals. Peace.